No. Please continue. Please continue. Please. This
to address the parliament.
This is we cannot allow. No. Those of you who don't want to listen, please leave the chamber.
During his State of the Nation address, President Hage was taken by surprise as he witnessed Popular Democratic Movement party members holding up posters while those from the Landless People's Movement disrupted his speech at every turn. At one point, the head of state vacated the podium in frustration over what he termed as disrespect and disorderly conduct from the opposition. This week, more confrontations were observed between members of opposing parties and made the rounds on social media platforms. Political professor at the University of Namibia, Nico Horn, said while he is impressed with the robust approach of LPM leadership and their contributions to the political arena, he also stressed that street fights in the August House are not the way to go.
Honourable Swartboy made a very good speech when he started, and although he was very critical of the president and the president's actions on the State of the Nation's speech, he was nevertheless very articulate. He told us exactly what he thinks can be done and how the Namibian government can produce better work, and yet he then spoiled it all with the argument with Honourable Nyoma. Now, let me say something as well about Honourable Nyoma. I think he should also learn to just ignore these unnecessary, inadequate voices of the Landless People's Movement. It opened the door for Honourable Swartboy to just lose himself. It was not necessary. The things that he said was inadequate. It's not the kind of parliamentary language that we want to have. And everything developed into total chaos. So I told the Landless People's Movement after the State of the Nation's address that they must concentrate on the issues and that they were very well on the road to do the right things at the end of the message, and even received some green leaves from the president. And that's what we want to see. Robust interaction, but not becoming, not having the street fights that we constantly see in the South African Parliament.
During a parliament session this week, Pohamba Shifeta called on the speaker to address the chaos that has been unfolding and abuse of points of order. He further warned the opposition that they should expect their motions to be shot down by the ruling party in response to the misconduct. The speaker reiterated the need for calm and reminded the MPs that they are representatives of the masses and should behave as such. Political science master student Brian Ngushi Nado said robust discourse in legislative chambers are common across the world, but when not controlled, can culminate into scuffles.
Change is very, very good in Namibia, especially in the political space. We see a lot of young people coming through with their robust approach, their straightforward approach. No more cutting around the bush. They just come straight and ask questions. The ruling party, they are sticking to what they used to before, being relaxed, being focused, and just go to represent, because now they have nothing to offer because these guys need answers. The Namibian people need answers, and their representative in parliament, they're using that robust approach. And most of the ruling party members, it's more like a culture shock, should I say, because they are actually surprised by this type of approach the oppositions are using this type. They didn't prepare for it, and it's a surprise for them, because all they do now is just to come to parliament, read a prepared speech, and then hopefully they don't know how to defend themselves. If a question comes up that they didn't come, they just don't know how to, they become emotional rather. I think we should accept it, because politics, we are going towards another direction. It has been done in Uganda before, it has been done in China, where people actually end up having fist fight. And it's a game that actually mostly the opposition parties are throwing to the ruling party to sort of come out of their comfort zone and start actually engaging and answering some questions.
Due to social distancing measures, most members of the ruling party are witnessing the proceedings from nearby venues as only 50 lawmakers are allowed at any one point in the main chamber. Both analysts agree that the guidelines of the House do not cover disciplinary action, but Horn said the Speaker should become more strict and show misbehaving MPs the door.